Hemdale presents a Pacific Western production of a Jamie Cameron. Unsealed from a CD. Vill du skippa den och så? Såklart! Varför? Det står Terminator.
Hello and welcome to ara and Felix reviews.
And this time we watched The Terminator.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Terminator.
Directed by James Cameron, released in 1984, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton. You got it! And the story's a bit complex, but this is the gist of it. This movie takes place in the modern times, this is the 80s in LA. And in that timeline, in the future, the machines rebelled against humanity and started a nuclear war, an entire war. But then one guy, John Connor, led the human to victory. But then the machines sent an assassin back in time called the Terminator, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, to the 80s to kill his mother when she was just 22 years old, maybe. But the Resistance sent a man, Kyle Reese, back to the exact same time to save his mother, and it's the story of will she live, who will get to her first and save her. And what did you like about the story?
You know, the story was, I mean, it was probably very original back then, and it's good.
Pretty original.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
If you watched Terminator 2, it's not, but logically.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
But the thing is, it's a very good story. But sometimes I'm the type of guy that likes logic into things, and this time travel thing, it's not logical. She dies, okay. If she dies, how could the Terminator go back and try to kill her? You know that. But otherwall, I think you get a very good feeling. It's quite clear.
Yes.
What it's all about.
But like you said about the logic, it's like Back to the Future. You shouldn't really think about that.
It.
Yeah, because nothing really makes sense. But this is an indie movie from the 80s. I think it's an extremely ambitious story for such a small movie in the 80s. So I really like the story in that aspect.
I don't agree that a budget has so much to do with a good story.
But it's still...
But okay, fine.
Okay.
It's up to you.
But the story is pretty cool.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, he is...
Terminator.
I have only seen Terminator 2. There he's a good guy. In this movie, he's a bad guy. And it took me a while to understand that. He's not really interesting because he's a robot. So
he just follows the orders. He doesn't really...
From the beginning, he's just an assassin doing his job, nothing more.
But on the other hand, there are the two other human protagonists. Sarah Connor, played by Linda Hamilton, and she starts out like this very just normal girl. She works at a restaurant and...
But she's a weird hairstyle.
Everybody has weird hairstyles. Not like our cool hairstyles.
Yeah.
The Terminator then comes for her, and it's kind of about her struggle with this. And I think actually she has some pretty good development. And then there's Kyle Reese, which is the guy sent back to protect her, and he's a good guy, like we said, but he's nothing that really memorable. No. But he's not a bad character. I think the focus is on Sarah Connor. She's a good character development. I like her.
Well, I think pretty much the same. The humans were more interesting than the Terminator.
Because it's a machine. It's not really a bad thing about the movie. It doesn't really focus on it that much anyway. So it doesn't
even
matter.
Though I didn't get really much about Sarah Connor's before Sarah Connor was in this movie, you could have just heard something about her story and such things.
This is a pretty old movie. It's an indie movie from the 80s. It looks sometimes a bit dated.
It really looks sometimes very, very much like an indie movie from the 80s. You can pretty much tell it. Anytime Arnold Schwarzenegger has a scar or something else.
It has a cut and it looks...
It looks like a mask. It is a mask.
Yeah.
But it looks so damn... It's very bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad. even for that time.
Yeah, I think I don't entirely agree with you, but that whether it has to cut himself, you can see
Also,
directly.
not to spoil, but then it will be a robot that has stop motion into it, and you can like.
Yeah, because there's some parts that are pretty dated and pretty old, but I think that you see some future battles sometimes. I think for what they show, it looks good, and it's so ambitious for an indie movie, and I think they get away with it most of the time. And at the time when they saw it, it was probably mind-blowing or something. But today, it's some things hold up, some things don't.
No.
And the action itself is not that spectacular. They're just some.
Or something it does like something like this, and then
and it's strong. It's nothing you really remember. After
this
watching
this
Mad
move
Max,
pushes the guy away.
The action has nothing to do with that. So the action is okay. It's nothing you really may remember.
This pushes him away.
Yeah. So I think that it's really ambitious. It's pretty good executed, but it just feels very much like a setup for the second movie, because that's where they get the big budget and that's where they do the big stuff. But as a setup movie, sets up the characters good. It's really good. You see Sarah Connor, which some people say you should skip it and just watch the second one. You shouldn't. You should watch this one. I will give this movie a VG. It's surprisingly still pretty good to watch, even though it's a bit old, bit dated, but you should really watch it, even though it's just to see the next movie.
I knew you would give it a VG.
Maybe you do.
So, it's my turn, and I am going to give this a G. Look,
I knew we were gonna give
this
it a G.
this is okay. It was I can't people say, oh, it was probably very, very good at its time when it came out. Well, probably is, but to me this is G. I have to grade them like there were probably tons of movies from the 30s that were good, but it's not good now. I mean, that's what matters to me. I would recommend, you don't need to watch this. Go for Terminator 2. Much better, much higher budget.
You should watch it. You have to watch this
You're wasting
movie.
your time.
You should.
Terminator 2 sums this up and it's better. And also, Schwarzenegger is more interesting in that movie. And that's only one of the reasons to watch Terminator 2.
It's a better movie, but the original is still very good. Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Ara and Felix
Reviews!
I don't know what to do. Ah! Oh wait, I do like Arnold. Ah!
Alright, what are we going to watch next time?
Okay, we see it next soon. Just hang on.
Yeah.
Okay, bye!
Hang on. Vi har alltid plats på vad har du skrivit? Så, du måste nästan ha med det där och...
Thanks for watching the review. You know what we're going to do.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Next time we're going to watch...
Please, something good. What's this shit? What is this shit?
Couples therapy. Anders and Puck has moved into a new flat. This looks so bad. It looks so bad. Oh god.
It's 5.2 on IMDb. This is bad.
But see, on the bright side, we got to watch Terminator this time. It's a really good movie.
How can this be good?
Oh my god, no.
How can Netflix actually evaluate this movie and said this should be in our library?
Okay, next time we're going to watch Couples Therapy.